Hi there. Just a quick video this afternoon. This weekend headed up to the Lake Districts for the weekend, just for a couple of nights. So I'm just going to go through some of the kit that I'm going to take with us. So the plan this weekend is we're going to head up to Honister, leave the car at the Slate Mine, and head up towards Warnscale Bothy, spend the night in Warnscale Bothy, and then follow along down to Bleaberry Tarn and spend the second night down at Bleaberry Tarn, and then wander back to the car. So this video this afternoon, this is basically all about the kit that I'm for this weekend. First of all, what I'm going to do is have a little chat about clothing, what I'm going to wear on this weekend. So starting with my feet, I always use an undersock to stop blisters. So the socks that I use are Armour Skin. You can find them online, armourskin.com. They're an Australian company. These are the socks here, so they're pretty much rolled up as they are, just for ease to put on. So these are an undersock. I've spoke about these in previous videos. So just unrolling this sock. So basically what these are for, these will stop any blister. So these will stop any chafe that you've got between your sock and your boot, as it were. If you look at the inside of the sock, you can see it's got this layer, this almost like a silicone layer. They're not waterproof, but these will adhere to your feet, and these will stop anything rubbing. And then basically what the sock does is that will then move on the outer sock, so it stops any rubbing at all. So these are on my feet, and then I've just got a pair of merino wool socks that just go over the tops of those. Next thing that we've got is so thermal underwear. So basically, where are we? Here we are. So I've got these here. These are by Revolution Race. These are the balaclava set. These are. I've worn these a few times before. They're really, really warm. I do like those. So that's the long johns. And then the top, I do like the top because what it has a hood built into it. So that's the front of it there, and then basically it's got a hood that can come up over your head, and then almost like a snood that can fit over the front of your face. So that's the thermal underwear. So the next piece of clothing I've got is a Revolution Race Trekker fleece. This is a great fleece, this is. What I do like about this is it does has the longer parts for your hands and the thumb holes, so that's going to keep down and not always riding up your arms. Then I'm going to be wearing Revolution Race GPX Pro pants. So I've spoke about these in previous videos before. Absolutely adore these trousers. Real workhorse. They're really, really strong and sturdy. They've got the four-way stretch up the top, down the sides and on the back of the pants as well. So they're my trousers that I'm going to be wearing. Also, they're pretty waterproof at the heels and reinforced on the heels as well. So that's the trousers. Then on the top, I've got a down jacket that obviously is going on top of my fleece. And then, other kit wise, I'm just carrying a small snood with me as well. So obviously this can be pulled up over your face if need be, and also that will double up as a hat. I have got another hat that I'm taking with me, which I don't have with me at the moment, but that can be used if it's absolutely freezing cold. Glove wise, I've got a small set of gloves which I carry in my front pack at the beginning. So these are just a very, very thin pair of gloves. Obviously with the filming and stuff like that, you've got the little fingers inside of there so it can make touchscreens work. So those I wear with a pair of mitts. Now the mitts that I use, these are ex-military. These are Swedish Army military mitts. These are absolutely lovely. I used these years and years ago when I was working out in the Alps. So they basically have just a very, very basic mitt that just fits into the outside mitt as well, and they're done up on the side there with that little clip, and then you can then tighten them up around the arms as well. These little strings here, they're basically holders there, so you basically loop the thread through the little ring that goes on your arm, and then the mitts on there, so you can just take them off and they will hang down there. So these will be an over glove or an over mitt with the lightweight lightweight gloves wherever they've gone. Don't know where they've gone. So yeah, so that's basically clothing wise. Then of course I've got my waterproofs. So these are the Rab downpour. These are just an over trouser, just a basic over trouser. And then jacket wise, which is in here, jacket wise is the Fjern Okran, so that's a completely waterproof jacket. So that's clothing wise. I'm not taking any spare clothing with me at all. It's only 2 nights that we're going for. The only other thing that I do carry is some sleeping gear or some sleeping clothes, and that's inside the bag there. So what we'll do is we'll have a little look at all the rest of the kit that I'm taking with me for the 2 days up in the Lake District this weekend. So this is the bag that I'm taking this weekend. This is a Osprey 48 litre Exos. So this is basically set up for me on the weekend. It's 2 days that we're heading up for. Hopefully we're bothy camping, but I'm taking a tent with us as well. One thing, if you're planning to bothy camp, it definitely is an idea to take a tent, because you never know whether it's going to be in use or whether it's out of use, as it were, as in it's being refurbished or something like that. Great way to check out is just to look at the Mountain Bothy Association website. They do post on there if the bothies are out of use at the time. So just running through this bag, starting at the top here. Just in the top here, so in here I basically just have everything that I'm going to quickly use, and if I need to get hold of. So I've basically got a possibles pouch here. So inside this one here, I've got a piece of fat wood, some firelighters, a piece of paracord, some spare batteries. I think that's everything that's in there. Plastic cookser. Love using these because you can literally use those for soup, for coffee, small bowls and things like that. So they're a good size. They're just over the size for a coffee, and they're good for a soup and things. So I definitely do like these plastic cookers. Right, headlamp. So I've got the spare batteries for the headlamp in the possibles pouch. I've got my Sawyer Mini inside there. Long-handed spork. Really like using these when you're using freeze-dried pouches, but these are really good, these titanium ones. What else have we got in here? I won't be needing that this weekend. That's a mosquito net, so I shall stick that in the drawer, so I won't be needing that. And what else have we got? Something else in there. So I have my Ecolite 9-hour candle inside here. Love this. Brilliant bits of kit these are. So that basically has a 9-hour candle inside. Okay. What else have we got? Okay, so 2 snooze tins. These have got instant coffee and sugar inside of those. And I think that's everything for the top. So that's everything from the top pouch there. Looking at the front pouch, this is basically set up for the weekend, as it were. Only thing that's missing out of here is my waterproof trousers that will go in the front there. So in this side here, I've got my mitts. I've got a trash bag I always carry with me. I've got my bag cover, and I've got a set of microspikes in here as well. So microspikes, I don't know whether you've seen these, but these come in handy on lots of different environments. So these basically just clip over your shoes. And I think that is everything from there. Okay, on the side, so I've got a waterproof bag in there with a first aid kit inside there. So there's basic first aid kit inside of here. Carry some pain relief pills, some anti-inflammatories, some anti-diarrhea stuff kit, but that's basically everything inside of that. Small lightweight plastic trowel, obviously for toilet duties. In the other side I've got my tripod for my camera, won't bother taking that out. And that's everything on the side pouches. So looking inside, on the inside of the lid, in here I'm carrying toilet paper, and I've got my wash kit inside there as well. I think that's everything. No, it's not. And then I've just got some charging cables for phone and for the cameras. Carry a 20,000 milliamp battery pack with me. So opening the top of the bag, so that's where I keep my waterproof jacket, in the top. Next thing is my jet boil. So I've got the gas inside of that, the stand inside of that as well. Base of these, they come in quite handy as well, for using as a cup for soups and stuff like that. Right, next is my food bag. We'll just quickly run through what I've got food-wise coming with us this weekend. So I've got two biltong steaks in here that I've just dried over the week. So I will do a video on making biltong. I have done a video on making jerky, you can see amongst my videos, but I've had a request to do a video on how I make my jerky, how I make the biltong. So this weekend we're taking up these Summit to Eat freeze-dried pouches. So the food that I've got here, oh, this is really good. This is a beef stew and potato. This has 624 kilocalories of energy inside of it. So that's one of the meals. Desserts. I don't normally eat desserts. I generally tend to use the desserts for breakfast. So this one here is a chocolate mousse with cherry and granola. This has 416 kilocalories on this. Then I've got salmon and broccoli pasta. So this is 608 kilocalories on that one. And the next one is scrambled egg with cheese. Now I've seen some reviews on these before where people have thought that this was gopping. I actually quite like this stuff. I really enjoy it. So I guess it's one of those ones where it's each to their own. This one carries 454 kilocalories on there. So that's the main meals. And then inside there I'm carrying 4 cup of soups, a tub of squeezy cheese. What else have we got in there? Some chocolate bars, some sports drink tablets. I think that's roughly about it, really. Yeah, some more cup of soups. There's another soup there as well, and another chocolate. So where are we? We've got that. I've got some flatbreads as well that go inside of there as well. Kraken spiced dark rum. It's my absolute favourite rum. This is coming up to help us medicinally for the weekend. So obviously what I've done here is to keep the weight down, I've decanted it into a plastic bottle, and then you haven't got the possibility of a glass bottle smashing, and obviously all of your kit getting wet and losing your rum. Right, so then everything else is in a 70 litre dry bag. So stuffed in the front of this, there's a pair of softy pants. I basically like wearing these just in the evening, so when you can get out of your trousers during the day. These are lovely and warm, these are, and then I'll sleep in those as well. So sleeping wise, I've got my X-Ped down mat light. This is a fantastic sleeping pad. Sleep kit inside of here, so I always have another waterproof bag with some dry clothes inside of it. Inside of here is a pair of woolen socks and a set of another set of base layers, really. So it means I've got something dry to change into if need be, with my softy trousers, and a set of thermal underwear as well. Then sleeping bag. So this is a 4-season down sleeping bag. So that's pretty much all of the camping equipment. I've just got one more thing left in the bottom of this bag. So I'm carrying 4.5 kilos of coal and kindling inside of here. Yeah, we're camping in Bothy's. Warnscale Bothy has got its own multi-fuel burner inside of there, so I wanted to take some fuel up just so that we've got a warm evening. So I've packed my bag in a certain way so that this heavy bag of coal is going to be sitting at the bottom of the bag. That means that the weight's going to be closer to my body and supported by the hip straps on the bag as well. So yeah, so that's the heaviest part. So that's 4.5. Other kit in the bag. So my pillow, and then shoved inside there's just a small seat mat inside the back, and I've just got a small piece of Tyvek sheeting that I use just to stick underneath the sleeping mat, just to give it a bit more protection. And I believe that is everything. The only other thing is the tent. So this is the Wild Country Zephyrus 1, which I'm taking up with me as well. A couple more bits. So I've got a Negleen 1 litre water bottle on there. On the side, in the small pouch inside of here, I've got a compass and a Swiss knife. And then on the right arm strap is my spot tracker as well. So that's going to be used. Obviously there's no phone signal where we're going, so we'll use that just to keep in contact, and obviously if there is an emergency as well. So that is basically everything that's coming up there with us for the weekend. As I say, we're heading to the Bothy, so hopefully we can stay in the Bothy. Bothy's can be quite busy on the weekends. We're heading out on the Friday, so we're hopefully going to be up there by about 1500 on Friday afternoon, so hopefully there won't be anyone in Warnscale Bothy. It's a very small Bothy. There's enough room for about 3-4 people at the max. Quite lucky really, because Dub's Hut is quite close, so if that's full we can then head over to Dub's Hut. If that's full, then there's tent as well. So we haven't really scrimped on anything there as well. We're covering all sorts of weather really with the types of clothing that I'm wearing, and with all of the kit that we've got. So all in all, that weighs 14 kilos. All of this does. Remember, I'm carrying Remember that I'm carrying 4.5 kilos of coal and kindling as well. So that will basically bring this pack down to just under 9.5 kilos. Obviously that's not with water, so that will bring it up to just over 10. If it's a litre bottle, a litre of water is a kilo. So yeah, so that's everything. So pretty much all ready for that. I've just got one more day shift to do out on the ambulance, so that is Thursday. So once Thursday's done, heading out early, 6 o'clock. It'll take us 6 hours to get up to Honister. So yeah, one other thing I forgot. So I've got this OMM pouch. So this I hang on the front of my rucksack, so this clips on the shoulders like so. So this just basically has all of my easy access stuff that I need to have in front of me. So there'll be a couple of bits of food inside of there. Most of my camera gear's inside of here as well. Map in the back of it as well. I don't think there's anything else really interesting inside of that. No, it's mainly just camera gear that's inside of that. But yeah, that comes in quite handy just to stick a couple of bits of food inside of that. So yeah, so that's everything. So thanks for watching, and there'll be a video up soon of the weekend itself.